Little Jackalope of the Amateur Sleuth Blog. Nancy Drew fan Jen Fisher of NancyDrewSleuth.com shared a great Nancy Drew parody, and I just had to read this poem for you. This is written in the perspective of Nancy. Be sure to check out her website and learn more about Nancy Drew at NancyDrewSleuth.com. Enjoy! 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the Drew house not a creature was stirring, not even Togo or a mouse. The stockings were hung by the Crowley clock with care, in hopes that St. Nickerson would soon be there. Carson and Hannah were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of mysteries danced in their heads. And Togo in his dog bed, and I in my nightcap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew with my flashlight, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash with a fright. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to sinister suspects below. When what to my mystery-loving eyes should appear, do you suppose, but a sinister fellow in ill-fitting clothes? With a shadowy figure in a getaway car parked at the street, I knew in a moment I must be quick at my feet. More rapid than roadsters, I took to the roof as the dastardly villain was ready to spoof. And he whistled and shouted and called his hidden cronies by name. Now Stumpy, now Gombit, now Semmet and Mason. On top of him, on Shorty, on Felix and Dixon. To the top of the porch, scale the Drew wall. Now break in all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the porch and the back door the villains flew, unaware of Nancy, Hannah, and Chief McGinnis, too. And then in a twinkling they saw on the roof the heroine and famous sleuth of this little spoof. As the dastardly villains began to turn around, down the wall scaled Nancy with a bound. She was dressed all in blue from her pumps to her clutch hat, and her clothes were all tailored with the finest of this and that. A bundle of sleuthing tools she had ready to sleuth. She would interrogate them all until they told the truth. Her eyes how they twinkled, her dimples how merry. Her cheeks were flushed like roses. She sensed she should be wary. Her smart little mouth was on the verge of a retort, but she held herself in check, unlike Hannah, who was more coarse and short. The handle of a broom Hannah held tight in her hands, as she waved the bristled end at the sinister robber bands. She put on a stern face, and with a quick shout, Chief McGinnis appeared, ready to round up thieves running about. McGinnis was chubby and plump, a right jolly old police chief, and Nancy grinned when she saw him, then set off to catch a thief. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head, he gave the dastardly villains visions of dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, filled his police car with villains, then turned with a jerk. Nancy and Hannah appeared with the last of the bunch. Hannah poked and she prodded, the broom sure packed a punch. McGinnis sprang to his car, to his men gave a whistle, and away all the thieves were transported like the down of a thistle. And Nancy and Hannah heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a peaceful, villain-free night." Merry Christmas.